What is going on, guys? Mr. Basie here, and today we're going to be doing some more Seduce Me to the Demon War. Now, I asked you guys in the previous video, and pretty much throughout the entire series, who you wanted to see next at various times. So what I did this time was I went all the way back to the very beginning couple episodes. Okay, so pretty much since Seduce Me 2 began, from James all the way till the end of Sam, I tallied up all the votes that people said they wanted to, who they wanted to see me play, unless of course, people voted Sam or James, because I already did them. So basically, I did tally up all the votes, and I'm going to continue to ask you guys to continue to vote on who you want next. But today, we will be doing Erik next, because surprisingly, Erik, now not really surprisingly, but Erik did get 14 votes, okay? Damien got 9 votes, Diana got 4 votes, and Matthew got 10. So Matthew was pretty close, and I was thinking to myself, as long as, whoever ends up getting it, unless it is Matthew, because I was planning on doing Matthew next. Whoever ends up getting it gets at least 15 votes. I would do it, but Erik, of course, was only one away, so I figured, all right, I'm going to go with him, because it seemed like the majority of people did either not really care who I did next or, preferred Erik. But again, there were a lot of votes for Matthew as well as Damien, which really surprised me. Damien, in the very beginning, as I was going from the very first video towards the end of Sam, Damien was winning for like a while. I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy. If he wins, this is going to completely blindside me, because I would have never expected him to be the one that gets picked. But he did get a considerable amount of votes, only one less than Matthew. So, again, throughout the entire series, I'm gonna start here now. I'm not gonna go back to the very beginning up to Sam. I'm gonna start at the beginning of Erik and onward. Basically, throughout the entire playthrough of Erik, I'm gonna be tallying up the votes of who you want me to do next. So I'm gonna take Erik off the list. Who do you want to see next? Damien, Diana, or Matthew? Okay, based on the way the list currently went, it is going to be Matthew, but again, just drop your votes. They are only one vote apart, so it could go either way. And I'm going to keep all the votes here, so revote for who you want next, and it'll get added back into the list that I've got going on here. Now you can't see it, I'm looking off to my other monitor, but that is what was going on. The winner of the giveaway last time was What's Under the Hat. You have not claimed your code yet. You have until the end of this playthrough, okay, so until we finish up Erik, to actually claim your code, and you'll be, of course, delivered to it. If not, unfortunately, there will be another giveaway winner selected at the end of this playthrough. Just make sure you claim your code, claim your prize in the comments down below. And also, if you want to see it, because I'm not going to be starting right at the beginning of Erik, click right above. I did the demo route from, of Erik when Seduce Me 2 demo was out. It is pretty much the exact same as it is in the full game, so check it out. I will be picking up where that one left off today, so make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it yet. All right, guys, so without further ado, we're going to get it kicked off. Hopefully you enjoy. I'm actually pretty excited about Erik's storyline. Ever since, of course, I played the demo route, or the intro route on the demo, it seemed pretty interesting. I mean, it was like the whole orb and the little girl, so it was pretty crazy. I can't wait to see what that's all about. Pretty weird, too, to be honest. So let's just jump into it and see what Erik's playthrough has to offer.
The second oldest incubus that calls you princess and is seductive and stuff.
Yeah, I'm aware. Thank you. See, and this is not promising. I mean, I know this can't be like a horror game, but if this was a horror game, I wouldn't be feeling too good right now. So, that's great. I forgot about the laugh. I'm skipping. Kisa. All right. Spicing it up this time around, apparently. Stop laughing like that. Stop. Okay, stop. She says she quickly followed it. Who does that? Man, my cheeks would be so... you literally see the outline of my cheeks in dust. That's how fast I would have left the room, dude.
Hi.
Bye.
Princess.
Wait, did I get shit on twice? You hear that? Oh, shit. I did. I'm getting fucking dominated. Damn. You looking at me with those sex eyes again.
Sex eyes? I swear, I wasn't doing anything of the sort.
Dude, you always have sex eyes. Look, there's sex eyes right now. You're not trying to... You don't have sex mouth, but you have sex eyes, my dude. And you have sex finger going on.
I gotcha.
James!
Princess!
All right. So here we go. This is the beginning. This is kind of where he notices us or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's kind of the same, but we're going to read on here and see what new stuff there is. I wanted to rush back to him. I wanted to run over and wrap my arms around his neck. I missed the touch of his lips, his embrace. Yet my body would not allow me to move forward. In fact, I shied away and hid behind Diana, gripping her waist and averting my eyes from him.
What the?
Get off my waist, girl!
Still?
What do you mean still? Oh yeah, that's right, we have some weird shit about our dome piece. I shut my eyes, despite my heart screaming at me to turn toward Erik. I knew that he would enthrall me to break this hold on me, so I wanted to look at him and let him. However, my body continued to duck behind Diana's body, smelling her cheeks apparently, avoiding Erik's gaze. As I heard Erik step forward, Diana wrapped an arm back around her and placed it on my back. For some reason, I felt comforted by her touch. Was she casting a spell on me?
Diana, if you please.
Not until you explain what is going on. Why does she hide from you?
You're gonna have a hard time explaining that, my dude.
I assure you, it's not what you think.
I will not repeat my question.
Damn, she's actually protecting us. I felt Diana's hand clench over my back. I felt a natural elation wash over me at the protection she was providing me, but my heart cried out for Erik.
She does want to see Erik. Something's stopping her from doing that.
And I'm supposed to believe this?
Oh my god, it's coming from one of the other brothers. What do you think, they're all just abusing her?
Please, just let me.
I watched from behind Diana as her guard quickly stepped forward and placed himself between Diana and Erik, spear pointing at my incubus.
I suggest not taking another step forward.
Damn.
Wait!
It's so hard watching this because, like, of what happened last time in the Sam playthrough. It's like, dude. Ugh. The rabbit-eared woman, in the midst of the tension, quickly rushed over to me and bent down to look me directly in the eyes. I looked at her, trying to convey my need to see Erik through my eyes.
Hold still, okay?
You best not hit me over the dome piece with that thing.
What are you?
Don't poke me in the ass.
Ostende mihi kotum.
What? Ostrich milk is yum? Staring into the woman's eyes, I watched as a warm gold hue painted over her sweetly pale blue eyes before she closed them, as if something had been unlocked. A large click resonated through my mind. All at once, I felt my will take control and I stood up straight, now finally able to do what I desired without any resistance.
Love.
Erik! I quickly ran around Diana and rushed toward Erik, wrapping my arms around his neck and feeling him envelop me in his own arms. His warm embrace made my heart squeeze. This girl has problems. In my chest as I held him close to me. Either that or Erik is literally about to make her heart pop. I smiled as Erik kissed over my cheeks. His embrace conveyed how beyond happy he was to have me back, willingly in his arms. Kiss him, dude. We've been like, telling him to not use his sex eyes on us. We gotta make up for that. I tightened my arms around Erik and tilted my head to kiss him. My heart fluttered at the touch and taste of his lips against mine. These people must have delicious lips or something, because they're always tasting. He eagerly kissed me back, tightening his own hold on me lovingly. Diana turned to the rabbit-eared woman with a look of pure confusion on her face.
What? Just...
It was literally your ass fumes. They broke the spell, Diana. Good job.
She's under some sort of secondary spell. Repulsion, it seems. What I cast on her was an emotional release spell, and that temporarily removed the hold on her.
A release spell? Well then, Rabbit. Didn't know you had those kind of skills. All right, your hand is in a questionable place, so maybe that speaks to, some of that.
But she's been here a full day, and none of us felt any sort of hold on her.
Because you need sleep.
Well, we didn't exactly figure out that she was cursed either.
Cursed?
Oh, right. I forgot. I was like, what else do I got? Am I full of problems, dude? Yeah, I forgot. We skipped past the part where we can't return home already. I felt Erik's hold on me tighten as I looked up at his face. He looked to Diana with an expression full of concern and confusion. As I heard Diana sigh, I turned slightly to watch her cross her arms.
Yes. She's been cursed by the Demon Lord. She cannot leave until she dies or until we kill him.
Fabulous. Dude, I wonder what he's gonna do. Like, what is his thing towards the Demon Lord? Is he gonna use, like, the Kakashi thing where he shoves his fingers up the dude's ass?
You don't expect us to sit around.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's just funny because I'm skipping through this to try to find the different spots. And I just found this extremely funny. And it's simply because of her socks. Like I said, I'm gonna hound her about that the whole time, so get ready for that. But literally, he says, what about us? You don't expect us to sit around.
Actually.
She does.
Whoa. Huh?
Like, she's gonna do something about it. Like, I understand that you're kind of taken aback, but what are you gonna do, okay? What are you gonna do? Seriously. I want to see her do some stuff. I'm sure she could pull some crazy shit out of her ass. Okay, not literally, but figuratively. She could probably do some crazy, because she's a witch, right? Or something? Alright, so basically the last sentence before this was simply like, we went through the whole strategy of the war thing. Of course, I chose the same thing. And by the way, I will probably make a video once the entire series is over. If there are any choices that we have left to choose, I will actually go ahead and choose them. Like in the beginning, when you drop down into the demon world from the spell, of course, I could choose to attack, I could choose to cry, I could choose to do something else or sit still. And, I want to try to see what those other things do, but that will be, for a later time, probably that of course, I'm going to choose different generals each time, so you don't have to worry about that. That will probably be included in the main playthrough, and all that stuff. But like little odds and end choices, they'll probably get their own video, is what I'm saying. So, what happened, just a second ago was, she was saying how, for such a long time, she had to be enthralled to be able to really be around him, and now she's able to. So I'm assuming, we got to ease off or hug Erik's arm tightly. Like, I guess, I don't really know why you wouldn't do this anyway, but I guess we don't want to seem clingy. I don't know. We're his freaking fiance, right? So we should be able to do this. So we're going to hug his arm tightly. I couldn't help it. I needed to feel closer to him after all this time. Being separated was not something any bride wanted from their soon-to-be partner. I wrapped my arms around Erik's neck, hearing him chuckle and lay his free hand over my arms lovingly.
I wanted to walk down the aisle with you as your husband. I was so worried when you didn't show up to the ceremony.
Oh, shit. That's how you found out? Like, you were literally standing there. Damn, we're that kind of... it wasn't our fault, but that's crazy. Like, he was actually standing there waiting. I thought they would have figured this out when the bride wasn't there to get all, dolled up. My heart sank as I looked down. I hadn't wanted to leave him at the altar. We did! But the demon lord had other plans. I gritted my teeth before feeling Erik's lips on my temple.
I know it wasn't your doing, love. Don't be upset. You weren't gone long.
Damn, we just left you stalled. Like, we just stalled on your ass, dude.
Luckily, James was able to calm everyone down, and with Irides's energy, he blocked everyone's memory and told them to return home, and the real wedding would begin later.
Hold the phone. Wait, what? James was able to calm everyone down, and with Irides's energy? Oh, he just straight up took it. Isn't that Damien's thing? James can do that?
Only with his wife's help. That gave us time to try to locate you. When we did, we all decided to come through to get you back.
Look at that. Freaking married couple working together to solve issues. All right, we're in the bedroom. All right, this is where the magic happens. Literally, there was a dragon talking to us through that fireplace. If that's not magic, I don't know what is. Our walk continued until I entered my old room with Erik. Our guide left us alone, needing to prep for the rest of the day. Erik sat on the bed, ushering me to sit beside him. Like a magnet, I was drawn to him, sitting beside him. It was a major relief for my mind to know that everything was going to be taken care of. It was an even larger relief to know that I could be with the man I loved in the meantime. I laid my head on Erik's shoulder as he wrapped an arm around me. I feel like, honestly, even though the Sam storyline was really like action-packed and everything, the James storyline was really stressful. And I'm really actually just kind of enjoying this and the fact that we might have our own problems in this storyline, but the James storyline was just stressful because it was like there was always people watching, the angels were always there. It was just weird. So it was a good storyline, but it stressed me out, man.
Well, at least you were no longer disgusted by me.
Damn, that must have been terrible. Could you imagine? Erik. It wasn't on purpose. Something happened to me, I took some weird shit. I was never in control. I was never disgusted by you. What's a better answer here? I'm going to save. Here we go. That's the first save of the freaking thing. I'm sure there's going to be like 25 more. We were never really disgusted, right? We were never, or should we say we were never in control? I was never in control. That's true. It was true. I didn't have any control of myself. It was almost cringeworthy remembering the horrible things I said to him. Yeah, those sex eyes, bro. This new freedom was a blessing. Erik nodded once again before hugging me softly to him, laying us back across the bed. I wrapped my arms unconsciously around him and listened to the rhythm of his breathing. It was slow, relaxed, which made me, in turn, feel at peace.
We'll get to go home soon.
I know. All right. I closed my eyes, letting our embrace slowly entice me to sleep. It didn't bother me that I was dressed with my boots still on. It was such a peaceful transition, I barely felt the shift between being awake and being asleep. I held Erik close to me, listening to his heartbeat, the simple syncopation? Wait, what? Syncopation? What is that? It filled my own heart with such joy that I could not deny the smile on my face from stretching farther. Now, don't become the Joker now. That's weird. No, you don't want to look down at whoever you're with. It's like you don't want that, dude. Whatever held me for so long no longer had control of my mind and my body, allowing my heart to once again guide my actions. As I slept, however, a voice I had not heard in a while reappeared. Dragon?
Why?
Oh,
Why did you do that?
I forgot about you, Orby. Why did I do what? You spying on me? Huh? Within the darkness of my dreams appeared a familiar purple orb floating in the vast space. I felt once again charmed by it, but I was more confused as to why it was in my dream and why it had asked me such a question. You!
Why would you do that?
I didn't do anything. Stop accusing me, okay? Jeez. Do what? What are you doing here, huh?
I don't understand.
Me neither. Explain yourself. Shit. What are you doing here? I had to repeat myself. The orb didn't move or change. Since when have you seen a sphere change shape? Just saying. But something about looking at me made me feel unsure. Why was this spirit haunting me?
I don't understand why you like him.
Were you the one doing it? Were you changing my brain, dude? Like, what the fuck? Were you the one doing it? Oh, come on now. Why I like Erik? Wait, was this spirit the reason why I was aggressive to Erik? I glared at the orb, suddenly putting two and two together. You were the one who made me so cruel act toward him, shit.
He's icky. He's an icky man.
Only on Tuesdays, man. He's my fiance. He's the man I love. I like that one better. I mean, he is the fiance, but you love him. I loved him dearly and didn't want to treat him like I did. If I was being forced, then I needed to stop the one who was forcing me. Oh, we're gonna cross this little spirit kid off?
Loving a person doesn't make them less icky.
What would you have said if I said the husband? That's right, I was getting married to him. I couldn't be so cruel to him. I had to reason why I was gonna be his wife.
Just because you're marrying him doesn't mean he's not icky.
You give me a headache, kid. What is so icky about him, then?
He talks funny. He keeps touching you.
I know.
He has those...
Sex eyes? Sex eyes!
Yeah. He's so icky. Icky!
Okay, damn, I'll tell him to chill with the sex eyes. Can you chill with the icky? God.
Not as disgusting as you make me out to be, Spirit.
Erik, you're in my brain? And you're making shadow puppets in there? My heart jumped at the sound of Erik's voice. In front of me appeared a reddish shadow which quickly formed itself into Erik. The orb seemed to pulsate at the sight of him. Ooh.
Icky man.
Gross.
My name is Erik, and you are not welcome in my princess's dreams or her body.
I get what you did there, bro.
You're not either.
Well, maybe not yet, but... Erik! Erik looked back to me and smiled before stepping forward, making the orb back away a bit. I couldn't tell if it was in fear or anger, but the pulsing energy around the orb seemed to become larger at Erik's stare.
My duty is to protect my princess from anything that threatens her. You, rogue spirit, are considered a threat.
Oh, get shit on, rogue spirit. Get shit on, Orby.
All you do is touch her and take her energy.
Well, we like the touching part. He needs the energy. That's not true. I actually like the touching.
What else does the icky man do?
Lots of things. Stick around. You'll probably find out. I opened my mouth to retort back, but suddenly froze, feeling my thoughts escape me. For some reason, I couldn't remember anything else Erik had done except for what the spirit said. You have done nothing but have sex. Is that what you're saying? He would kiss me, hold me, and take my energy. This was wrong. Something was definitely wrong. Why couldn't I pin down more things Erik did for me? I held my head and shut my eyes, trying to focus harder on things. Erik, however, stepped towards the orb, a group of ethereal tendrils emerging from his back. Are you good, you octopus?
That's enough. You don't belong here, Spirit.
Oh my god. He's like that one thing from Naruto. It's like 8 tails or like 7 tails or whatever. I forget, it's probably 8 tails. I expected the spirit to fight back, but it didn't say anything more. After a moment of silence, the spirit faded into the darkness of the dream.
I swear that I will keep you safe.
Okay. The words Erik spoke resounded in my chest, making me feel light and believe every word that escaped his lips. I felt safe enough just to hear his determination. Still, I couldn't help but feel a small restlessness in my body, despite being in a dream. That's some weird shit, man. I thought that sleeping would help my anxiousness at the situation I was in. But it only made me more worried. With this new fear in my mind, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to hold out until we defeated the Demon Lord. A spirit really actually haunting my thoughts. This was insane, to say the least. Still, the spirit was quelled for now, at least until we found a way to expel it from my body. I woke that morning before Erik, physically refreshed but mentally troubled. The event that ran through my dreams both bewildered me and scared me. How long was the spirit going to be stuck to me? A knock at my door interrupted my thoughts and woke Erik.
Who's there?
Ew, what's up with that fucking groan, bro?
It's us. We brought food.
Oh my god, Norin.
Can we come in?
Put on some pants. I mean, you have pants. Shirt. Huh, sure. The thought, oh, don't you dare. Oh, look at them. Look at her eyes. Look at that. Look at that smile. She's ready to give my freaking fiance a nickname again. James, stop her, okay? Are you okay with this? The thought of food made me relax a bit and forget about the circumstances I was under. The door opened to reveal the other incubi and their wives, holding plates of food. James and Iridessa, however, each carried 2 full plates, passing one to me and Erik.
Oh, thank you, James.
Am I gonna get a nickname? I'll enjoy that. Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
You're gonna do me like that? Really? You don't got a cute little, girly friend nickname to give me? Like, I don't know, bitch?
You'll never guess who prepared it, though.
My mind instantly went to Matthew or James. They were usually the ones who made food when they lived in my house. Still, it could have been Damien as well. But then my mind cycled to the rebel leaders and Diana. We were in their castle, and as their guests, so it would make sense if they made food. Looking down at my plate, I noted the selection of food: fruit slices, bread, cheese, and some form of meat jerky. It seemed native to the demon world, but it was indeed human food. Using process of elimination, I decided that it was probably Diana.
How did you both sleep? Our rooms are on the opposite end of the hall, so we didn't know how you two were doing.
Damien's like, damn it, I made that breakfast.
Did you two get to catch up?
Dude, what? What was that? Like, that's like cringe. That's cringe, bro.
Please, Matthew. They obviously did more than catch up. A bit of Twilight Tango? Sensual salsa? I bet he dipped right in.
Let's just eat our damn food. I didn't want to be the one to explain. I decided to make Erik be the one to talk by sticking a piece of fruit in my mouth. To my surprise, the fruit was absolutely delicious. Probably the stuff that Diana gave us in the first game. And I closed my eyes and absorbed myself in enjoying the taste. As if Erik knew what I had intended, he cleared his throat and began to explain.
Well, it would seem that my princess has a bit of a visitor.
A visitor? What do you mean?
Wait. Hold on, are you saying
Let him say it.
You're pregnant?
Help this girl. Help this girl, please. I choked. The shock of the... Why would he describe a baby like that? I mean, come on. That's like such a shitty way to describe a baby. I choked. The shock of the question jammed the piece of fruit that was melting in my mouth down the wrong tube. But luckily, my coughing shot it back out. I covered my mouth and swallowed the fruit piece before glaring at the group. No! How could I have been pregnant? Sure, there were moments where we could have conceived a child. What? But I did not want kids yet. Besides, now was not the time or place to imagine me being pregnant. Yeah, right? You're just gonna fight a freaking war with a baby belly? I looked to Erik, completely red in the face, and noticed that he was laughing in response. For a moment, I wondered what he was thinking.
Is having a child that bad?
Oh my god. First it was Dragoon, and now it's this? Now it's Orby? Oh man. The room around me seemed to freeze as the spirit's voice appeared in the air. I looked around and noticed that everyone, including Erik, was still. Wait, you mean you heard it too this time? What?
The icky man doesn't think so.
What? What are we talking about? I'm literally baffled. What do you mean? In the middle of the room, the spirit appeared, making me gasp. It floated over to Erik and spun around his head, making him light up slightly.
Well, if she were pregnant, I'd be able to expand my legacy.
Is that not the point? Like, I mean, yeah, you have a baby. It's nice. It's cute. And you get to, raise the kid. But, like, it is essentially about producing offspring and carrying on the lineage, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, at the core of it. That's not the emotional, loving thing. That's not the real reason. But, like, in terms of, humans and shit. Erik? Was that really what he was thinking? He wanted children to expand? I'm literally losing brain cells at this point. No, this was a trick. I glared at the orb as it finally moved back to the center of the room. You're lying to me. Freaking orb. Why would you trust this orb anyway? Whatever you're trying to do, it won't work.
I'm not doing anything. Just look at him.
I did, wanting to prove the spirit wrong. However, my eyes couldn't lie to me. He had a nervous, almost pondering smile on his face. Ew, as if he was keeping quiet about his thoughts. Were the thoughts I heard really Eric's?
He's an icky man.
Give me a headache. Would you stop saying that?
It's true. He wants to make babies with you. You heard so yourself.
He didn't say that, but in a way he did. Expand his legacy? Who says that? Then again, I mean, he is a demon. I'm sure he says it in a way that we would say, I want to have a kid to, like, I want to have a child so that I can carry on my bloodline and all that stuff, right? But he's a demon, so legacy is a bit more colorful. Who says that? Then again, the look on his face couldn't lie to me. The more I gazed into his eyes, the more I could see a form of disappointment. Was I overthinking it?
He keeps touching you and trying to make you feel good. He wants to make you have his baby.
What is going on? This is so awkward, dude. Stop it. I didn't want to hear it. This was something I had to figure out myself. If this spirit was telling the truth, which I doubted, then I would deal with Erik when the time came. Like, this is a problem. However, the primary problem was that the spirit was still inside of my body. Don't you, I mean, I'm assuming maybe she doesn't want kids, I don't know. I looked at the floating orb, seeing it bob up and down in place. So how long do you plan on sticking around anyway, Orby?
Sticking around?
No, not sticking, okay? Just how long do you plan to be chilling with me, alright? How long do you plan on being in my body? Scandalous.
Oh, I don't know.
That's promising. That's a promising, statement. It didn't know. I wanted to stand up, but I felt my body stay in its place. I guess in whatever phase the spirit had me in, I could only shift my head. That's not good. It literally makes us like a freaking vegetable, like until this thing goes away, but not move from my spot. That only proved that this was in my head. You don't know?
I don't know.
I'm about to tweak. How do you not know?
I just don't. I tried, but I can't get out.
Oh, we're gonna find a way. Let me tell you. This was proving to be useless. As child and innocent sounding this spirit was, this conversation was absolutely going nowhere. I sighed and lowered my head, closing my eyes. It's like,
I was trapped when I died too, you know?
it is. Bros, it is. This is definitely 100% Diana's sister, or like baby sister, because she, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly of how they described how the kid died, they said there was a crown on a little baby crown on the floor covered in blood, so I don't know how that was up there, okay? But aside from that, they said they ripped the baby from the womb. So I was trapped when I died too, you know? Like, what is that? That's 100% what that thing was. Or, not thing, but still. Huh? This is the freaking Diana's mom's baby. I looked up at the spirit, suddenly curious. They were trapped when they died? As the world began to move again around me, the orb vanished without a trace. So you're telling me? I really hope that if we do get pregnant, we don't have this, because I'm gonna be super pissed if this is. Oh no. Like, are you in the womb right now? Is that where you're chilling? Okay, I'm glad you're comfy and it's probably warm in there, but you need to dip out, because that needs to be occupied with something else, bro. Freaking.
We have a different issue. My princess is being haunted by a spirit.
Currently, as a matter of fact.
Spirit? But I can't hear its thoughts.
You're gross, dude.
You can't catch everything, Damien.
Damn.
That doesn't make sense. If a spirit's inside of her body, we would have sensed it.
Or your scrubs. Just saying.
That's the odd part. There's someone within her, but they are not powerful enough to be pinned down. It's as if...
It's a child.
Like, fucking James' face. It's a child. Yes, how did you know?
Spirits of children are extremely versatile, miss. They are smaller and less noticeable than a regular spirit, but their emotions run just as high, if not higher, making them more powerful.
Fabulous.
So a child made you fight Erik?
Yes. It also called Erik the Icky Man. Really, we say this in front of everyone?
Well, you were for a long time, dude. You can't deny that.
Oh, shit.
That was before I met my princess.
You were the icky man before? This is news to me. Like, maybe I should have known this before I started being with him. I looked at Erik as he looked back to me. His eyes were full of love and appreciation as he smiled down at me, making a small blush run across my cheeks. Erik gently lifted his hand and caressed my cheek, making my face warm up to his touch.
You changed me for the better and turned me into a proper man. I would never wish for you to feel that I am disgusting.
Yeah. Great, sure. Erik. Kiss his cheek. Erik was so sweet to think of me. I loved him for everything he was and is. He was occasionally perverted and seductive now and then, but that was part of the charm I fell for. He was still my Erik. As I kissed his cheek, Erik gasped and I could feel a quick-forming warmth appear on his cheek under my lips. I pulled away and noticed a red tint across his face, but a loving smile still plastered on his expression. Ew, dude, we're gross.
Should we leave? They look like they're ready to make those babies now. Ow!
Damn, guys, chill.
Knock it off, Matthew.
Yeah, we're ready to make the babies right now. That one kiss on the cheek is the baby signal. Before anyone could laugh, however, another knock appeared at the door. Who was it?
Diana, dear, may I come in?
No. I'm just kidding, yeah. Sure, come on in. As Diana entered, the room became silent. Her guard, Sero, followed behind Diana and stepped into the room as well, closing the door for her. He remained by the door as Diana looked at my plate.
Did you not enjoy breakfast?
It was actually delicious.
I can make you something else if you'd like.
No. Just having spirit baby problems. It was great. Huh? I quickly looked down at my plate, realizing that I had barely touched the food. I shook my head and looked up. Damn, she's nice, dude. She said, I'm going to make you something else if you didn't like it? Holy shit. No, this was great. We were just talking.
I see.
Don't sound disappointed.
Thank you for breakfast, by the way.
You're the one in here without pants.
My pleasure. I'm sorry that it's not much, but it's something to fill the stomach.
It's all good. It's better than that stew that everyone else was eating.
We had stew?
Trust me, don't worry about it. You're not missing much.
No one offered any to cat leggings, girl?
Indeed. Anyways, I came by to ask you something, dear.
Indeed, it is quite shit, as a matter of fact. Huh? Ask me what?
What exactly is going on? What was controlling you last night when your husband came around?
Oh, you mean when I grabbed your fanny? Yeah, just a baby spirit. Right, Dinah still didn't know what happened. Oh, well, we were just talking about that. As I stared at Diana, I felt something inside me grow very happy. Why wouldn't I be? She was feeding us and making sure we were at least comfortable. Hell, she was gonna break the curse on me and kill the demon lord. At least I hoped she would. Still, something felt odd about the way I felt. So I shook my head and looked to Erik. He nodded and looked to Diana, causing her attention to turn to him. We feel really happy because the spirit is in us, and that's technically not our, but the baby's sister. Maybe she's happy about that.
A rogue spirit has taken refuge in her body.
A spirit?
Oh, Diana, I hope you get your baby sister back, even if it is a spirit.
How? We felt no such.
It's a child, Diana.
A mere child? What kind of child has that much anger and sadness that they can control the human body?
That's what it takes?
My lady, if I may.
If everyone in the room, myself included, looked to Sero, who had stepped forward by Diana's side. Diana took a moment to watch Sero measuring his intentions before nodding and stepping back. With a nod, Sero turned away from her and looked to me. Huh? Sero stepped once more in my direction before bringing his spear up and pointing it at me. What? Whoa, where you pointing that thing, bruh?
What are you doing?
That's what I'm asking. Without answering, Sero continued to stare at me intensely. The spear in his hand began to glow a bright golden white color. He's gonna cross me off, making me that much more concerned.
Sanctus et husexiamentes!
Oh my god. Before anyone could jump at Sero, the guard leaned forward merely an inch towards me, pressing the spear closer to my body. Did he just take it out? However, it was stopped by a bright white magic barrier that suddenly formed around my body and the sound of a child screaming. What are you doing? The cry rang violently in my head, causing me to grip my head in pain. Stop it, please!
Princess!
Oh my god. Erik reached for me, but found himself pressing against the shield as well, unable to get close to me. The sharp tip of Sero's spear pressed against the barrier, causing white ripples to wave from it. Sero pushed the spear harder, trying to pierce through. The screaming, however, intensified in my head with each pulse.
What in the seven hells?
I don't know, Diana.
I've never seen magic like that before.
I can hear it. The spirit is crying inside her head. It's hurting her.
Oh, this is getting weird.
Damn it.
Cero finally pulled back and stepped away from me. The glow around his spear vanished and Cero looked to Diana. The screaming in my mind stopped at last, and the barrier finally vanished, allowing Erik to wrap his arms around me and pull me close to him. Now, you're telling me that you don't like Erik, but this dude, you haven't mentioned this guy at all. Okay, the Cero, right? He literally just stabbed you, straight up. Is that not better than the Icky Man? I'm just saying.
This spirit is extremely powerful, my lady. Powerful enough to block holy magic.
What? What are you talking about?
That's impossible.
I quivered in Erik's embrace, feeling the after effects of the sudden event hit my body like a wave. My nerves were vibrating and every hair on my body was on edge. My eyes, despite this, looked to Diana and Cero. Diana looked at me and suddenly glared.
Clever spirit.
Clever spirit? What do you mean?
Look at who the spirit is haunting. She's practically bleeding endless waves of energy. The spirit must be consuming it to survive and use its abilities.
The entire room looked to me and I could see in their eyes that she was right. Was I really that full of energy? What kind of energy? How did the amount of energy I had affect this?
The spirit is a demon, then?
No, was it because we opened the magic book? I did that again, because that's what I did in the demo. Was that a problem?
Only a demon could make a barrier like that.
Fabulous. That's exactly what you want. You want a demon inside you. Demon baby.
But a barrier against holy magic? It's unheard of.
Not necessarily. If a demon is powerful enough, they can block holy magic, but it takes a large amount of energy.
Jesus! Oh, that's his line.
We have to find another way to expel it. If holy magic won't work, something else will. Spirits can't bind themselves to living bodies forever.
Yeah. We'll get this spirit out one way or another.
This spirit was powerful enough to fight back against holy magic, which apparently was powerful on its own. I became nervous once again. Erik, feeling me tense up in his arms, gave my body a small squeeze in comfort. I closed my eyes, feeling his warmth slowly but surely calming me down.
Whatever the case may be, I'm sure we've at least weakened it. It shouldn't attempt to control you again, at least for today.
That's real. It's just for today, really? That's great. Thank you. Wait, this is an opportune time to try to get it out, right? Diana ran a hand through her hair and looked around the room, pressing her lips into a fine line.
So, about all of you participating in the war, you all obviously need to train.
Alright guys, so we are at the point where basically they're talking about training and all that stuff, and we have the choice to do, to train with Cero, or we don't need a trainer, which we can train with Mirth, or we can train with any of the other generals. Now, I want you guys to vote in the comments down below who you want me to train with this time. We could train with Cero again, because, really quick, spoilers, I'm going to talk about the Sam playthrough really quick. If you haven't seen it, skip a little bit ahead. I'll hopefully remember to put a little mark here so you can skip on the video. But in any case, obviously these two did get crossed off. We did successfully get them together, but they did get crossed off, and that sucked, you know what I'm saying? Apparently there was no way to save them, as a matter of fact. So maybe we can get them together in an actual, peaceful way this time around. So if you want to see that, maybe we can attempt to do that this time around, because of course it probably won't end the same way. Or we could train with Mirth, because I didn't show that in the previous playthroughs. Or we can train with any of the other demon leaders, okay? Which basically, I was thinking personally of Shadow, because that's who I was looking at the very first time I actually went through with this, because he seemed pretty cool. He was like an assassin guy. It's pretty cool. But Faye apparently teaches us how to fly, is what some people have said in the comments, and Rabbit, her magic is cool too, apparently. In general, he just looks badass, so I'm sure he's going to show us how to, whoop ass with just brute strength or whatever. But it's going to be pretty cool. So let me know what you think in the comments down below in terms of all that. When it comes to the giveaway, definitely make sure if you want to enter, just drop a comment down below saying I want to enter the giveaway, or I want to re-enter the giveaway. If you're re-entering, the giveaway is for a Steam key of this game. So it's a full copy of the game that you will get if you win. All right, again, the winner of the previous giveaway was What's Under Your Hat. So we have a few codes left. Don't worry, we have enough for pretty much every other playthrough in the game, and we will be doing one per playthrough. And you can enter once per new video. Okay, so it's pretty cool stuff. So drop all that information down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode as well. Are you liking the Erik playthrough so far? I think it's pretty interesting, especially with the whole spirit thing. It could be a little annoying just because he keeps calling him the Icky Man, which, he's not that bad as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to, what I know about him. Maybe you guys know some other stuff. I know there's some, of course, I didn't do the Erik playthrough in the first game, but he seemed pretty chill, I guess. He's a little bit more, a little bit more sly and seductive than the other dudes, I suppose. But aside from that, he's not too bad. Oh, and also, really quickly, there may be, okay, I have not 100% decided on it yet because we don't know whether it's going to be happening or not. But if you're into Crusaders of the Lost Idols, one of my other series that I have running on my channel, there may be something really, really cool happening in the near future, and it's actually going to benefit literally every single person on my channel, or basically every single person that really wants to be involved in it. So it's going to be pretty cool if it does come to fruition. I can't talk too much on it, but if you're into Crusaders, check it out. You know, look at the latest video. There's a bunch of announcements in there, but it could potentially lead to a live stream, which will happen in about a week to a week and a half, roughly. And it'll be pretty cool. So if you want to, there'll be more information. I just wanted to quickly shout that out in pretty much all my latest videos because it might be a big deal. And if you want to drop by the live stream, if it were to occur, I'm just letting you guys know it's a possibility that's going to be happening. So stay tuned. You'll see more information about that in the future. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved. If you did enjoy, please consider sharing the video as well. That kind of stuff really helps me out a lot, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or any social media really, or even word of mouth with your friends. That's really awesome too. Of course, it directly helps me as well as the entire community and is greatly appreciated. So with that being said, if you want to become a Sage in Training, make sure you subscribe today. And as always, this has been Mr. Bazy, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video.